Let's go to a much happier time. Your SmackDown introduction is a win over John Cena for the United States Championship. How often did you remind him that you took him down in your debut?
Oh, all the time. I let him know all the time. Yeah. That's all. I beat him how I do, and I beat him clean. Some people disagree, but I think if you look at the tape, you can see that I didn't cheat at all.
I didn't see anything.
I see nothing but a clean
Brian
victory
Hebner
here.
coming over and counting to 3.
1, 2, 3. Middle of the ring. Clean in the middle.
A little bit of tomfoolery in this match.
Get out of here, Evan. We didn't ask you.
Evan's a big Cena guy, just for the record. Evan T-Mac right up there above me. Big Cena.
There's a little bit of tomfoolery, man.
I haven't been on TV or on Raw SmackDown over 10 years, so a lot of the a lot of the older fans know who I am, but the young kids don't know who I am. So sometimes they'll explain to their kids, oh, it's Carlito, whatever, and they're just looking up and they're like, and then every time it happens, every single time, say, yeah, he beat John Cena, and you just see their eyes light up. Like, oh my God, I don't know who this guy is. He beat John Cena, he's gotta be somebody.
Wow.
Set the tone.
That was your SmackDown debut. Then your Raw debut is a win over Shelton Benjamin for the Intercontinental Championship. How are the two debuts different? And did the Raw debut with the championship win kind of feel like an immediate boost to your stock on a new show?
Yeah, I think the SmackDown one was, it was just my debut match. And then, of course, wrestling now, it turns out, it's funny because it turns out that Shelton's like one of my closest friends nowadays. So it's kind of, it's kind of weird looking back at this and seeing me beat up Shelton. Because usually it was the other way around. He always beats me up. So I was glad to be able to get the win.
You and Shelton had a ton of classic matches, some of my favorite from that era. Carlito, though, we saw you there holding the Intercontinental title. You would become pretty synonymous with the IC title during your run with the company, including a very memorable rivalry with one Ric Flair. Some really just Ric Flair, and you with a pay-per-view match for the IC title. How cool was it for you at that point? That's awesome right there. How cool was it for you, especially someone like you who grew up in the business, to be in a full-fledged rivalry with Ric Flair over a championship?
It was awesome. It was a great honor. And not only that, Ric Flair wrestled my dad a whole bunch of times back in the day. I'd seen him as a kid down in Puerto Rico wrestling my dad. So to be able to get in the ring with Ric Flair, was a nice little feather in my cap.
Yeah.
Wow. 2006, you have one of the best matches ever with Shelton Benjamin, John Morrison for the Intercontinental title at Vengeance. Can you speak to your chemistry with those guys in the in-ring, and how cool is it to see them still crushing it on Raw today?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Those guys are still, they're still doing their thing. They haven't lost a step in all these years. It's not really hard to have chemistry with those guys because they're just so talented, so good. You know what I mean? So athletic, and they keep. Okay, oh, see that?
Woo, that was wild, man.
Wow. Smooth.
That was a long time ago. All these flips and stuff. Nice. Okay.
Look at that.
I love this match. I absolutely love this match.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite.
Look at that. Fantastic. On the button. All good stuff.
I recommend everyone fire up their network after this interview and check this out.
absolutely.
It's one of the best matches of that entire year.
Thanks.